So it looks like our camera didn't actually turn on when we started. So do we want to catch people up on what we're actually doing?
I'm making tomato sauce. Attempting to.
Attempting? So where did we get all the stuff? Well, the tomatoes.
My garden.
Garden? You have a garden?
Yeah, we showcased it in a couple of videos.
Oh, okay. So what all have we been doing so far?
I've just been boiling down all the tomatoes, adding seasonings and stuff, and right now I'm smushing up all the chunks.
Okay. And I am sterilizing or cleaning and rinsing off the bottles, or the jars.
I don't have an immersion blender, so I'm doing this.
We're doing it the vintage way.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm just spilling a little.
Yeah, that happens. We've been told from time to time.
And I'm not going to have it be perfectly, like, not chunky. There's going to be chunks in it still.
That's fine. It's the authenticity that people know it's handmade that way. It's not completely pureed, right?
And we're going to try some of it tonight for dinner, as long as it's ready.
You're putting a lot on the stove here.
See, that's what happens when you're having me try to do 5 things at once.
I'm not having you do 5 things at once. All I have to do is talk to the people and let them know what you're doing.
And I had to pay attention to this.
Alright, so... go along with our unofficial DIY videos of do-it-yourself over 2020. Do you want me to hold that for you, dear? So, yeah, through our unofficial DIY 2020 do-it-yourself videos, part of our home garden and going back to doing everything ourselves type stuff, we're working on spaghetti sauce. You gonna try the masher? I was gonna say, that's probably not gonna work too well, but, hey, you know.
Because I don't have any immersion blender, unfortunately.
We have an actual blender.
We can put it in the blender and blend her up.
Okay, so we have a dozen pints and a dozen quarts. And this is pretty much all we're going to be trying for this first batch, right?
Yeah, this is all of it. All the tomatoes.
Okay. Alright, blender.
I think it's underneath.
Now, should we try the blender or the food processor blender? Blender?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, let me finish those jars before you put that in there. Yeah, don't mind the mess. We're in the middle of a couple other videos, so we have dishes that are falling
And we
behind.
have projects that of the house being torn apart you've seen, or maybe you haven't seen yet. I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I don't know what our upload schedule is.
Oh, it's been completely disrupted lately.
Oh. Kind of like our house. Oh,
Yes.
Coffee. Part of my nose itching here. Ugh.
The base is over here. I think, yep, there's the base. Alright.
Remember, kids, wash your hands. Extension cord.
Yes. I'm not going to try to swap that back and
We need, no, right her.
Yes, dear. When we remodel the house eventually, after everyone subscribes and hits the bell for us.
Like, share, subscribe, comments, all those fun, yummy gadgets.
Yes, so we can afford to remodel our house. Yep. This ought to be interesting.
Yeah, I'll just set it out.
What?
Citric acid.
Well, at least most of the tomatoes have actually cooked down. Looks like we have a lot of skins, which is probably why everyone says peel the tomatoes.
Not everybody does that.
I know, but... Alright.
I still do this.
Where's my look? There's my look.
Citric acid.
And I need that to sit there, I think. Okay.
I don't know when I'm supposed to add this, I'm just adding it now. It's kind of a fly by the seat of your pants type of thing.
Alright, noise.
So we're also adding red wine and lemon juice, which I haven't added yet.
That's
so.
a lot of citric acid.
Well, it says half a teaspoon per quart, so I probably added it.
That's why I'm going slow here. Still got about a lot of skins and whatnot, so...
I know I'm probably doing this like the worst way possible, but first year doing it.
Yeah, and this is more of our DIY, unofficial DIYs and learning to do it ourselves.
I haven't added pepper yet. I'm putting this in the sink.
It's fine.
My little guy having fun?
Yes. You know, one other thing I thought of was parsley. I don't know if you want...
We did basil, oregano, and Italian seasoning.
Oh, there you go. All right. So good. Thank you.
Yep.
And black pepper. I didn't add any salt, but...
Oh, you know, you need to taste it.
I know.
Because...
We will.
Tomatoes out of the garden are rather bland.
Yep. But we also added red wine and citric acid to it, so...
Okay.
Didn't we just get a whole bunch of plastic spoons here?
They're underneath in the overstock cabinet. And then
Smells good.
we're going to have to start getting that thing going soon. Because it's starting to get there.
It is.
I don't know if I'll ever need this much tomato sauce in my life, but you know.
Well, that's why we're so far we only have a dozen quarts and a dozen pints out.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But don't forget, we're going to use some of it for dinner tonight, too.
yes, that's what I'm saying is,
Nana can tell me what she thinks I should add. I need to go run to the restroom quick.
Well,
it's starting to
actually-
stiffen up.
actually, I don't think you need salt. What do you think?
It's a little sweet. I think we put a little too much citric acid into it. It's very sweet. I might actually want to put some salt in there just to drop the sweetness and add some bitterness.
Yeah. Definitely you got enough citric.
Yeah. Better ask which salt I'm using. Or does she have salt over there? Why are curtains and lights all off? Oh.
No, I don't see salt.
Okay. I know we have sea salt and we have this pink Himalayan salt, so I don't know which one I'm supposed to use.
I would think sea salt.
Sea salt?
Yeah. Because doesn't this have a flavor to it?
Slightly, but not really. Oh, show me.
Alright, so what do we think?
We need to add some salt because it's way too sweet.
Alright, hang on.
I have both of them out. I have the sea salt right here.
Okay.
No, I don't want to use the iodized salt.
Because we actually bought another thing of the iodized salt for it.
Yeah.
Now stir it and taste it, honey.
But the sweet sauce.
It was very pungently sweet.
Where'd you put the things?
Huh?
What do you think made it so sweet?
The citric acid and the wine combined.
Also oregano makes it sweet. Because when I add oregano to chili,
Yeah.
I learned real quick, don't put much in there.
It's still sweet.
Add some more salt. Vinegar? No. Just trying to think of something that we would have for bitters.
It's better. You should taste it.
It's good. It's just definitely sweet.
Yeah, we went a little heavy on the citric acid.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just cooking it down for a little bit to thicken it up. Or some more tomato paste.
Oh.
More tomato paste to neutralize it down.
Yeah.
Alright. I have one more can here
And then we have some in our camping supplies.
that I can do. That's 4 of these cans total then.
Okay.
Says the line that's fine must be an issue
Hi.
upstream.
What's Mama doing?
So he still has
Yeah.
no internet.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, kitty.
yeah. So yeah, Nana Gummy and Papa Gummy came out to help Mama Gummy with the, you know,
Yeah. And this is how we're helping. We're staying out of the kitchen.
out of the kitchen and yeah, with the kitties
Yeah.
and the children's. Right, little sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, but I'm going to get my feet up.
Hi, Annabelle. Are you being a good dog? Yeah. No, you don't get to go in the kitchen. You don't get to eat the spaghetti sauce. Okay, you're a dog. Okay. Yes. Goofy dog.
You get a dog.
Anyway,
Give
so
apples to
here
you.
we are. We're helping.
Yep. They're helping keeping the little gummies under control.
Yeah.
And they're recovering from the big windstorm still, so
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we
you know.
are. Still a mess.
But, you know, everyone's okay and things are getting back together. So what are we doing there, dear?
I'm filling the canner up with water.
Okay, a steam bath?
Yes.
Okay. And what exactly does this is this supposed to do?
Kill off any bacteria, pests, or anything that's in the food or the jars, and then help seal the jars.
Okay. And our spaghetti sauce is bubbling away and thickening up, and we're gonna let it thicken up for a while and taste it again, or did we get the sweetness to come down a little bit?
You have to taste it. I'm sorry, I'm
That's fine.
trying to follow the instructions here.
Mm-hmm. Got some good legs on the sauce. It's sticking. Ooh. It's got a little bit of a quick spice bite and then a sweet aftertaste.
Alright, can you get the lids and come over
Okay.
here for me, please?
Which are we doing? The big ones jars
Yes,
or
the
big jars?
pints.
Pints or the quarts?
Pints, the big ones. We have pints and half pints.
No. So we had,
No, we did not get quart jars. We got pints and half pints.
okay. Oh, we got quarts, whatever. Alright. Watch out. All of it just in there?
Not the rings, just the lids.
Alright. Action.
Alright, so first batch has come out. They all pinged. Good thing. Second batch is getting ready to go on.
Ping. What do you mean ping?
When you can, you want to hear the bing sound of the lid sealing.
Ah, okay.
Alright, and this is an old jar that's been used for something else that we're just going to fill up and store the last little bit of this into the fridge for tomorrow.
Alright, so we have 8 pints plus 4 more plus 4 half pints, so what is that, 10 pints total or
12,
14? 14.
12, 13, 14, correct.
14 and a half.
Well, I don't, this might be a pint. Ours is,
I think that's a pint.
'cause
Yeah. It's one of those narrow neck pint ones. Yeah.
And most of the recipes call for quarts, but for our family, all we need is a pint.
Yeah. So, how long did the first batch have to steam, or did each batch have to steam?
Okay, so these will sit in here like this. Ignore the background noise. Miss Kenzie's being silly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so put this on. There's a vent hole on the back of the lid, which you might not be able to see. Turn on the burner pretty high. Once it hits the green zone on this temperature gauge, I turn this down and set the timer for 35 minutes. Once that beeps, I turn the heat off and set another timer for 5 minutes. Once that beeps, I can take all the jars out and I'll hear the bing, 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 bing. And then I leave them sit for 24 hours. I do not touch these jars until tomorrow. And then I take the rings off and store them, wipe all the jars down and then store them in a cool, dry place. So they're actually going to be stored in our basement that you've seen in previous videos with our camping gear on those shelves. And we can actually put them in the box.
So that's ours.
And this is ours for lunch for tomorrow or whenever. It's the only one that is not actually being canned.
Right in the fridge.
And then the next step is the cleanup step, and that's never the fun part. But this is our first year canning. I think we did pretty good, and we got a pretty good batch out of it all.
And I think we'll pause and come back when we can hear the pings and show everybody.
We have 19 of these half pint jars left
So
that
we're gonna
we'll store for next year.
Okay. All right. What
I
about
think-
the lids that we already sterilized?
Those can come out because they're just sitting in warm water. Those can come out and go back on the jars that we have not used.
Okay. So should we just let them air dry so that they don't compress or anything?
Yep. I'm just gonna.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pause here.
All right. So, change pajamas. This is just cooling down for the last minute, and then we will hopefully bring the camera around while I pick up the lid and you can hear it. Don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, so let's recap what all we did.
We boiled down all the tomatoes, added the wine, all the salt, seasonings and everything, cooked that down, blended it up.
What did we put in for seasoning?
Basil, oregano, and Italian seasoning, salt and pepper.
And some citric
The
acid.
citric acid just for the acidity.
It's supposed to help with the preservative too, right? Make it more acidic so
Yep.
it lasts longer.
Exactly that, or you could use like lemon juice or wine like we did. And we have 6 seconds, so. Oh, excuse me.
And don't mind the mess on the top of the stove. So.
Canning's a messy process.
Yes.
And they all pinged.
I heard 3 of them.
2 of them pinged together.
Okay.
I think this one hasn't pinged. That one hasn't pinged yet. But once I get it out and get all the water off of it,
Okay. Oh, let me.
probably ping.
And again, these have to sit for.
24 hours.
Okay.
So I just stick them here, and we do not touch them until tomorrow night. Yep, this one hasn't pinged. But it probably will when I get all the water.
It looks like it pinged.
Nope, I can see the dot.
Oh. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in the middle. Is this little dot thing need to go down? I'm not going to touch. But, okay, is this one down or is that just water condensation?
I will look and say.
Yeah, this looks like the only one that hasn't booped.
Oof! Slipping on a piece of paper.
Yeah. It's the joy of our kitchen, right?
Now the washer's done. Okay, so nope, that one hasn't pinged yet. And that one hasn't pinged yet. So there's 2 that haven't pinged yet. And if they haven't pinged in 24 hours, we can either try to reprocess them or refrigerate them and eat them right away. Within like 2 days.
Okay. Well, my guess is we'll probably end up eating them if they don't ping, but my guess is once they cool down a little bit in room temperature, they'll ping out. But time to get laundry. Okay. So.
Because yeah, all of these ones have pinged.
Alright, so again, what we were looking for is that little
bubble.
Oh, hang on, let me see if I can get a better angle of it. Yeah. See that little bubble in the middle, right there, is supposed to flatten out and kind of go in.
So like, on this one here that has already been like used, let's see if I can. That, when it seals, stays down, and those 2 are the only 2 that's not down on.
Okay, well, since we have 24 hours for it to cool down, or 12 hours.
12 to 24, I'm just leaving them completely overnight. Tomorrow night, I'll put them all away.
Okay.
Or you can put them all away.
Okay. So, you want to say our goodbyes?
See you next time. We'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, we'll have an update on the house projects from the big hole in the living room. Some more art projects that I want to work on tomorrow afternoon. And whatever other updates. Till then, we'll see you.